Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today I'm making a quick cell phone video and giving you guys some updates. So anyways, I am selling a lot of stuff currently. If you guys follow me on Facebook at all, you have seen probably that I've been posting quite a bit for sale because I've been trying to get a new chassis dyno. And you guys know that we have been running the Clayton chassis dyno, which I actually am selling. It's actually sitting over here. It's got a bunch of crap on it right now, a tote and some fender covers and airlines and stuff like that. But that dyno, I kind of outgrew it. I used it for a little while, got my feet wet with dyno tuning, and just realized that it's not enough for the stuff I deal with. Pretty much 90% of the stuff that I dyno tune is over 400 horsepower. And that dyno simply just couldn't hang. And I was gonna just update it and get a different brake for it, like a Telma retarder or something like that. But I feel like by the time I messed around with getting the Telma and all the other stuff, I would be better off with just getting a different dyno, something like a DynoJet or something similar. So what I ended up doing is we used that dyno for quite a while. And like I said, it worked good when the water brake was hooked up, but I put my Mustang on it a couple too many times and we overheated the water brake because we didn't have a very big drum for water in order to circulate through the dyno. And the water ended up getting hot and eating the seals inside the water brake. So the dyno doesn't have a load system currently. And like I said, that's why I wanted to update it to maybe like an electronic brake or something like that. But I personally like inertia dynos, something like a DynoJet, like I was saying. And I recently found one for sale in Michigan, which I'm in Wisconsin, so the one in Michigan was a pretty good deal at $10,500, which is a lot of money for a normal guy like me. I can't really, I don't have that kind of money just laying around, so I've been selling a lot of stuff. And if you guys notice, I'm actually at the shop right now, and the Mustang is here, the purple car is here, the Cutlass is gone. I ended up selling my Cutlass just because it's been sitting for last 6 months. I haven't touched it. I was gonna do an LS swap twin turbo on it, but at this time, I feel like it just isn't in the cards. I have a lot of projects already, and am kind of driving myself insane trying to keep up with running the website, being self-employed, trying to make money on my own, trying to get by, live my life, pay the shop, etc., etc. I don't need 6 project cars, at least right now in my life. YouTube doesn't pay me enough money to be able to do that. So, like I said, I think it's just a smarter business and mental thing for me to not have my mind cluttered with all these projects that I want to do. I'd rather put more time and more effort into the cars that I do have instead of taking on big new projects like the Cutlass was. With that being said, I also sold my pickup truck. So this truck is sold. The guy actually already paid for it, and he's going to be coming to pick it up this coming weekend. This is the Yee Mobile. It's been a great truck for me over the last 3 years. It is a turbocharged 6-liter 2-wheel drive, and I ended up selling it. So that's a little heartbreaking to me, honestly, because this truck was my baby for like a really long time. But I feel like it's time to move on. I wanted to get a 4-wheel drive truck, and you guys have saw the last red truck update. We did get that running and working very well, so now I'm kind of just daily driving that and my CRV. And I also made a deal with the guy on this truck. I said, hey, I'll knock $500 off the price if you let me keep these wheels and tires, because I just bought these wheels and tires for it. These are 8-lug American Racing wheel with Cooper Discovery STs on them. They're a 33-inch tire. The tires are really good. I actually am selling the truck with the stock wheels and tires now, and these suckers are bald from all the burnouts I've done over the last couple of years. But yeah, just been cleaning this thing out, and yeah, she's gone, boys. No more Yee Mobile. Kind of sucks, honestly. I'll try not to tear up right now. But anyways, we did also get this project truck here. This is a Chevy 1500 2-wheel drive regular cab work truck, and it needs cab mounts and that's about it. I just got to put some cab mounts in it, and then it'll be a good pickup truck for, you know, hauling stuff around or whatever, and we got the red truck. So with all that blabbing out of the way, I did find another dyno closer than Michigan. It's actually at a buddy's shop, Beyond Redline Performance in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is about an hour away from me. They actually have had a dyno sitting in their storage for the last like 8 years. It's been sitting there for a long time, but they did offer, actually my buddy Brandon actually hit me up and he's like, hey man, you still looking for a dyno? I said, yeah. He said, we have an all-wheel drive Dynocom inertia dyno. So the Dynocom is it's similar to a DynoJet in the way that it operates. It is a inertia-based dyno. It has a 24-inch roller, which is, you know, 2-foot diameter roller. They're big, big and heavy, which is exactly what we need. And I talked to a couple guys that do DIY dynos and everything like that, and they all kind of telling me like that is a good piece of machinery. I may actually post a picture here in the video. As you guys can see, it is pretty massive. Like I said, 2-foot diameter rollers, and yeah, it will support, from what I've been talking to guys, it will do 1,000 horsepower without a brake and with an eddy current brake if I wanted to update it later. With an eddy current brake, there's guys making 1,500 to 2,000 horsepower on that size roller and all that stuff, and it has traction grooves built into it, etc., etc. It is still expensive. I'm not going to release the price that I'm paying for it, but it is still very expensive. That's why I'm selling all this stuff off, but it is looking very promising that I may be getting this dyno. It's just kind of scary for me, you know, being self-employed and shit, to spend this much money. I guess I'm not used to it yet. But yeah, I mean, I put everything up for sale, guys. Like I have this 4-wheeler here I threw up for sale. I have a snowmobile. I have the old dyno, which honestly, guys, if anybody is interested in this dyno, throw me an offer. I thought I had it sold, but it ended up not working out. Logistically wise, I actually, if I can find somebody to haul it for me, again, like Meisner Transport or somebody, to get it out to the guy, we still might be able to work a deal, but it's not looking too good. So I'm trying to get that out of the shop right now so I can get the office built. Me and my dad are gonna come out here and we're gonna build an office, and then we're also gonna build an air compressor room slash just like warm storage room over there. So that'll be pretty cool. Hopefully you guys can see what I was pointing at. Yeah, right over in that area. Yeah. So once all that's done, we'll have a loft up top of the office, like up over here. And then the office area will be, yeah, just an office area. And then I'm not gonna be building a giant loft over by the cars over here. I'm just gonna leave all this open with the lift. And then if I do end up getting the dyno, we're gonna put it in the floor, like right by the overhead door, somewhere over here. That way, when we pull cars in, we can have all the exhaust get out when the bay door is open, so we're not choking ourselves out in here, because if I put the dyno any farther into the shop, I'm sure it would get pretty fumey in here. It doesn't get too fumey in here that bad right now because we do have 14-foot ceilings, but yeah. Anyways, just kind of wanted to update you guys on what has been going on, show you a picture of the dyno I'm looking at now, and yeah, just like I'm trying to sell everything I can to make some money in order to get it. Just because, you know, buying the dyno is one thing, and then another thing is getting it installed into the floor, you know, doing all the concrete work, etc. I mean, that's going to cost some money too. So it's a little bit stressful for me to do this, but I really think it will pay off, especially having a dyno capable of pretty much anything. I can tune anybody's car, and no matter what the power level is, we can throw it on the rollers, kind of thing. Where the other one, I was like, you know, even stock Corvettes would have some issues when I didn't have the brake hooked up. So, yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really cool if we can make this happen. Thank you to everybody that has, you know, tried to lend a hand or whatever. I did leave my PayPal in the description of one of the last videos if you guys are interested. I have I did get a donation from a guy, and he's actually gonna be sending me a wiring harness too to try out. So that is really cool. But yeah, hopefully we can make it happen. And yeah, I don't know what else I can sell, guys. I got a couple things that I'm still trying to maybe get rid of to make some more money. Like I said, that four-wheeler snowmobile. I got that red truck up for sale too. And if I can sell that and just get a cheaper truck for myself, some, you know, some beater, I would definitely do that as well. Yeah. Oh, by the way, when I sold the Cutlass, I kept the radiator because the radiator will fit in my Mustang. So that's really cool. This is a beefy radiator for my Mustang. It's like twice as thick as the Mustang's radiator, and it's all aluminum. And I also kept the drive shaft out of it because the drive shaft has the Turbo 400 yoke on it, and it's about the length that we think we're gonna need for Christian's S10 build. So that is really cool as well. I also had some issues, with my CRV that I might talk about in another video. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, so sorry about blabbing all the fucking time, no goddamn action, but just been busy selling stuff, busy, you know, doing orders and all that kind of stuff, and busy trying to get a new dyno. So I'm really excited about this one, guys, and I'm really hoping that we can make it happen. So anyways, thanks for tuning in for this little update, and have a great night and a better tomorrow. We will see you guys later.